And XM177 and Internet 859. Jay's on Internet 868. Pirates take on the Brewers at
anyone scared yet?
Pirates on Sirius 211, XM178 and Internet 861. Brewers on Internet 856. Reds host the Mets at 1:40 p.m.
Yeah, this one's a little nerve-wracking.
XM179 and Internet 847. Mets on Internet 858. The Tigers face the White Sox at 1:40 p.m. The Tigers on Sirius 98, XM180 and Internet 850. White Sox on Internet 846. The Marlins take on the Phillies at 1:40 p.m. The Marlins speed on Sirius 158. XM181 and Internet 855. Phillies on Internet 860. The Royals take on the Twins at 2:10 p.m. The Royals speed on Sirius 109, XM182 and Internet 852. Twins speed on Internet 857.
Chesapeake Bay Bridge, 4.5 miles, 200 feet high.
XM183 and Internet 865. Giants on Internet 860. The Cubs host the Nationals at 2:20 p.m. The Cubs on Sirius 146. XM184 and Internet 855. Nationals on Internet 869. The Rangers take on the Astros at 2:35 p.m. The Rangers on Sirius 103. XM185 and Internet 867. Astros on Internet 851. The Spanish lead on Sirius 97. XM186 and Internet 870. Rockies face the Padres at 3:10 p.m. Rockies speed on Sirius 108.
Be looking at that span over there, Kelly. See if you can find a platform for us to camp on.
The Angels take on the A's at 4:07 p.m. The Angels on Sirius 208, XM175 and Internet 853. The A's on Internet 841. The Diamondbacks face the Red Sox at 4:10 p.m. The Diamondbacks speed on Sirius XM channels 89, Internet 840. Red Sox on Internet 844.
Right there.
And MLS at 7 p.m. Sporting Kansas City take on Austin FC on Sirius XM and Internet channels 157. In the NASCAR Cup Series 72 p.m. Catch full coverage of the Enjoy Illinois 300 on Sirius XM and Internet channels 90. In tennis action starting at 2 p.m. Catch full coverage of the U.S. Open on Sirius XM channels 81. In the WNBA, the Washington Mystics take on the Indiana Fever at 3 p.m. on Sirius XM and Internet channels 86. LA Sparks face the Dallas Wings at 6 p.m. on Sirius XM and Internet channels 86.
Hopefully that was just sitting still, because if I'm trying to go under the bridge, it's hitting
Sirius XM and Internet channels 86.
that big green barge.
With your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, September the 7th.
I don't see any big boats near us. It's going to take it out.
Times and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In F1 racing starting at 9 a.m. Catch full coverage of the Italian Grand Prix on SiriusXM and Internet channels 81. In Major League Baseball, the Braves take on the Mariners at 12:05 p.m. The Braves on SiriusXM channels 89.
Yeah, look at all the barges and everything, the big ships out there.
The Rays face the Guardians at 12:10 p.m. The Rays on Sirius 208, XM175 and Internet 866.
When was it for
the Orioles host the Dodgers at 1:35
the port strike, wasn't it? When they were just all sitting out.
76 and Internet 843. Dodgers on Internet 854. Spanish lead on Internet 870.
The PGA Tour comes to life on Sirius XM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live, hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, Sirius XM 92. Sirius XM Sports.
All right, here we are, 200 feet.
Secretary began preparing for his 2-year-old season. Back in 1972, his connections were not too thrilled with what they had. He was described more as a clumsy and lazy horse than the dominant thoroughbred he would become. In his first race, he finished 4th, the worst result of his career. After winning an allowance race at Saratoga, he went on to win 5 stakes races with jockey Ron Turcotte. His year was so brilliant, he won the American Horse of the Year. His 3-year-old season, however, would be far more spectacular. He began 2 straight stakes wins, then a hiccup at the Wood Memorial placing 3rd heading into the Kentucky Derby. His performance there, though, was record-breaking. He became the first horse to complete the mile and a quarter track at Churchill Downs in under 2 minutes, a feat not repeated until 2001. Much the same occurred at the Preakness, as he won by 2.5 lengths for his 2nd straight win. Only 4 horses competed at the Belmont, and none would come near the Secretariat that day. He won by 31 lengths in 2:24 flat, the fastest mile and a half ever over a dirt track. Secretariat won 4 of his last 6 races. In his final win, coming at Woodbine Racetrack in Toronto, in all he had 16 wins in just 21 starts.
They drive people across.
One of the best of all time. Sirius XM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton.
Sirius XM and soccer covered end to end. Sirius XM FC. Your live Chevrolet talk shows hosted by the legends of the game. It's Sirius XM.
There we go, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. 4.5 miles long, max height of 200 feet.